Hello, this is Britta. Today I want to talk to you about your body, my body, our bodies. Because in the times of Corona, I'm sure many of us don't move as much as we usually do and not as much as we should do. Since Freud, the Austrian psychoanalyst, we know that a fit body is not only important for the body itself, there's also a direct connection between the fitness of your body and the fitness of your mind and the fitness of your soul. Therefore, it's not just because you're interested in looking good, having nice muscles or whatever it is, but it's really also important for your overall well-being. I usually do my movements by doing all my errands on a bicycle. Of course, I was maybe 5 days into Corona, you remember, about a year ago, and we were not supposed to go anywhere anymore, which I usually do on my bicycle. So maybe on the 5th day into Corona, I realized that I had been sitting on my backside for something like 24 hours, 5 days. And I said to myself, well, this is not going to work. You've got to do something about it. You have to move whether you like it or not. Now, my problem is I don't like cycling for cycling's sake. Just, I have a friend, my generation. He loves cycling. He goes 20, 30, 40 kilometers daily and enjoys it. Not for me. I only take my bicycle because I want to go from A to B. Now, in Corona, I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. So what to do about it? Also, I had read that cycling is very good for you, but you should also walk. For your body, that's supposed, because different muscles are being used, so you should also walk. So I thought, okay, that's what you'll do. You will go, I'd also read, 45 minutes of exercise each day is fine. So I decided I would go 45 minutes around the block each day. I should have known myself. I really laugh about myself. I should have known myself better. It's the same with me. I don't like cycling for cycling's sake, and I don't like walking for walking's sake. I find it boring. So, and I live in the middle of a town, so you can imagine every 5 minutes there is a street going this way and that way. So every 5 minutes, roughly, I had to argue with myself to go on, because my feeling was, but that's enough for today. Turn right and right again and go home and do something more interesting than walking. So that didn't work. And by the by, after one of my videos, yes, I remember, it was when I suggested that we all go down into our basement and sort out our basements. A friend rang me and she said, I'm totally with you, Britta. I think I should be doing this. I think it's a good idea, but I can't get myself to doing it because I don't enjoy it. So that's an interesting question generally. How do you cope with things that you think you should be doing, but you don't like doing? How do you get yourself to doing it? My friends all believe I am terribly disciplined and I have no problems with that. Well, they're wrong. They think that because, for example, when I am writing, in the middle of writing one of my books, I sit at my desk at 8 in the morning. So they think I am terribly disciplined. But you see, I enjoy writing. So it's no big deal for me to sit there at 8. And the problem is doing things that you enjoy doing, that's not the problem. But doing things you don't enjoy, that's the point. So you have to find something to trick yourself. And it works. It works, I tell you. So I tell you how I tricked myself into this daily walk. So first I found, so that doesn't work with me. Each day another lovely tour, looking here, looking there, won't work. After 5, 10, 50 minutes, I go home. So I fixed one tour, and I decided I would do this one tour of 45 minutes daily, full stop. No decision to be made. That is the important thing. Don't give yourself even the chance to make a decision, because then that may be the decision that, to go home and leave off. So that was the first thing. But something else also. I'm retired, so I can go for my walk at 10, at 12, at 3, at 6, which means, I kept postponing it. Yeah, at 10 there was something more important to do. At 12 there was something nicer to be done, etc. So look at your timetable. And I'm sure many of you who are now working from home, you also have a different timetable from normally, don't you? It's not like you go to the office from 8 to 5, say, and then it's clear that you can only go for your walk at 5. Now, from home, you could go any time, couldn't you? So there, see where does it fit best in your timetable? For me, it was 12 noon. So every day, 12 noon, I do the same 45 minutes of a walk. And I'm not going to argue with myself. This is 12 o'clock, I go for my walk, full stop. That's the only thing it works. And I read somewhere, if you're able to do that for 3 weeks, whatever it is you had decided for 3 weeks, then you have a good chance of going on with it. Then it has been incorporated into your daily routine, and then you have a very good chance. And I have been doing that since March last year, so quite a long time. And very rarely, really, exceedingly rarely, have I not gone. And I even find myself missing it when I haven't done my daily routine. Of course, you don't necessarily have to walk. Now, particularly for the young among yourselves, it's now when you're young. Choose the kind of movement, the kind of sports, the kind of exercise that you enjoy. I'm sure there's so much to be done. You could play golf, you could play tennis, you could swim, you could run, you could walk, you could play table tennis, you could do matches, football, basketball. There's no end. There's no end to ways of moving. So make a point of it. Try and find out which is the kind of movement that you enjoy, and then go on with it. And most of these you can do up to my age. There's no end to it. Maybe there's an end to boxing. I wouldn't know. But to most of the sports, there is no end to it. And if you have incorporated into your life and think about it, it's not only good to look good, because, frankly, my age, I couldn't care less what I look like. So that is no movement for me anymore. That is nothing that will incite me to do anything. So it's got to be something else. And the point is, don't forget, the fitness of your body influences the state of your mind, the positive, good state of your mind, and the positive, good state of your soul. And that's worth it, don't you think? And I wish you a very good week as always. Bye for now.